The reason that he did it anonymously was to try to just really assure people, yes, this is a new technology. I'm not trying to game you guys. I don't want any recognition. Just do with it what you will.
Very interesting. Thank you very much. That's really, really, I think you quadrupled my knowledge in just a couple sentences there. Now, Jay Healy, what's your take on this?
Well, you know, Barry, your central question was, is this going to be here 2050? What are the implications between now and 2050? I'm going to pick up two aspects of that. One is confusion and security, and the second, how this fits into the larger geek versus government battle of the last. I'd even go back as far as 30 years, maybe even a little bit farther, because you know, Kevin's part of answering that 21 million, it was, you know, sort of arbitrary. You know, 10 minutes was kind of picked, 21 million was kind of picked, and maybe it's not completely arbitrary, but there's a lot of arbitrariness to it, and that bothers a lot of people. But dollars are incredibly arbitrary. I mean, most things that, you know, big yap wheels that were used as currency, I mean, a lot of financial instruments have arbitrariness built around them. The true financial professionals will tell you that even gold is completely arbitrary. I don't quite go that far. And every time we introduce a new financial instrument of any kind, whether it's a currency, whether it's a commodity, there's often a lot of confusion about it. Confusion by governments, confusion among the public, and even confusion among the professionals. This is no different than when we were introducing paper money. I mean, when the United States was going to paper money, I mean, folks could be rolling out all sorts of different dollars. I mean, the greenback was just the federal government trying to come in. I mean, that's why we have the Secret Service. We had just rolled out the greenback in the 1860s, and the Secret Service was there to make sure that this was the one currency that we had, that the different banks couldn't be printing their own US dollars. And we've had lots of other confusions when we've rolled out new instruments. You know, the very arbitrary stock certificate. I mean, that tried to be rooted in this piece of paper entitles you to a portion of this company. And just like we've had security issues for Bitcoins and confusion on Bitcoins, I mean, stock certificates saw all sorts of South Sea bubble was one of the classic incidents. You know, I watch a lot of Turner Classic Movies. When you see movies from the 20s and 30s, it seems like every other movie is about someone perpetuating some stock fraud. I worked in Hong Kong for a while, and you'd see the way that modern Chinese are dealing with